Is it function P to duplicate the screen?
Control P, yeah. Or Windows P, I think. Yeah, Windows P.
Gauranga Osamopatita Guru Nati Tribhuva Ati he Soma Hare Deva Kari Esho Ama Hidaya Kundi Krinaadhari Gaura Ati he Soma Hare Deva Kari Esho Ama Hidaya Kundi Dante Premnadhari Gaura Jagi Yagi Daya Sahajive Akita Dekhi Ya Akita Bhavana Radhati Adidaya Dive Adita Dekhi Ya Adita Bhavana Nama Ishera Nadi Adidaya Dive Adita Dekhi Ya Adita Bhavana Nama Ishera Nadi Adita Bhavana Nama Ishera Nadi Ishera. Adhichi bhavatu nahi kanishta Shri Charanatharani Mahane Ashekara Adhichi bhavatu nahi kanishta Aditi Bhavatu Bhati Adhika Nishta Shikara Asikara Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Asera Nuda Adhana Koro Sada Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nasira Nuda Radhana Koro Sada Radhana Koro Sada Auranga Sotu Nami Vina Vina Osama Patita Prabhu Nati Tribhuva Mahapratita Prabhu Nati Tribhuva Mahapratita Prabhu Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
any other desire? Any other song? Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kolo Te Madina Te Jayali Jagata Samsare
Shri Krishna, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Kolo Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jaya Om Abhinate Jayadu Jagata Samsara Prabhu Nitya Shri Ji Krishna Chaitanya Maya Om Adinate Do Mahadu Jatata Samsara Om Adinate Om Adinate Do Mahadu Otherwise, we will not do these others. Om Adinate Jnana Swayam Rupakadamayam Darati Swapadampitam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatha Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Bhagavatam Sahadam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Haridasavitam Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Shri Krishna Pitam Hare Krishna Parama Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Rupika Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Kanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Pada Shri Sandi Gauravinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Vachalam, Yat Kripa Tamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinakarinam Paramanandamadhava Shri Chaitanya Ishwar. There was a great Mayavad sannyasi named Prakashanda Saraswati who used to teach Vedanta philosophy to a great assembly of followers. So where were we? Tapan Mishra. And where is Mahaprabhu right now? Varanasi. And who all would meet Lord Chaitanya? Chandrasekhar, Acharya. There is one more, one Brahmana. His role is today. Huh?
One Maharashtrian.
Maharashtra Brahmana was from Maharashtra. Okay.
No, you mentioned last time something like.
If I mentioned that, must be written. Okay, so one Brahmana was there. Okay, so we'll discuss about him today. So what happened is the Brahmanas who saw the wonderful behavior of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Prakashananda Saraswati and described the Lord characteristics. Are we good? The context on that. Yes, Prabhuji.
Brahmana told Prakashananda Saraswati, there is a sannyasi who has come from Jagannath Puri, and I cannot describe his wonderful influence and glories.
By seeing Mahaprabhu, he received the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. But he was friend with Mayavadis also. But now he got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, so he is captured by him.
Everything is wonderful about that sannyasi. He was very well built and luxuriant body, and his complexion is like purified gold. He has arms that extend his knees, and his eyes are like the petals of lotus. In his person are all the transcendental symptoms of the supreme Sattva of the Godhead.
When one sees all these features, one takes him to be Narayana himself. If whoever sees him immediately begins to chant the holy name of Krishna.
He is describing to
Prakashananda.
Mahabharata Lakshana Samit Bhagavate Desava Lakshana Prakata Dekhiye Kanpate. We have heard about the symptoms of first-class devotee in Srimad Bhagavatam, and all those symptoms are manifest in the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
clear, right? Very simple here.
His tummy wanted shouting the holy Krishna, and from his eyes, tears incessantly fall like the flowing branches.
Great. Tears constantly fall from his eyes like flowing Ganges. And his name is always chanting the holy name of Krishna.
Shani Nasi Asi Dana Dhar Gani Rani Shani Rani Dana Shani Kara Kare Simpi Rajan. Sometimes he dances, laughs, sings and cries, and sometimes he roars like a lion.
Jagat Mangala Tandra Krishna Chaitanya Nama Rupa Guna Tandra Sabha Anupama. His name Krishna Chaitanya is all auspicious for the world. Everything about him, his name, form, and qualities is unparalleled.
Simply by seeing him, one understands that he possesses all the characteristics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such characteristics are certainly uncommon. Who will believe it?
Prakashananda Saraswati laughed very much to hear this description. Joking and laughing with the Brahmana, he began to speak as follows.
अभी भगवान का मजाक उड़ाएंगे वो.
Goda Desara Sannyasi Dhovika Keshava Bharati Sisiya Loka Parvata Patra Pataraka. Prakashananda Saraswati said,
Yes, I have heard about him. He is a sannyasi from Bengal and he is very sentimental. I also heard that he belongs to Bharati Sampradaya. For he is a disciple of Keshav Bharati. However, he is only pretender.
So what did he say? Bechare, huh? What did he say? Yeah, he said, yeah, I have heard about him. Very sentimental and pretender. That's all. Disciple of Keshav Bharati, I'm aware of it. So what can we understand from this?
Production means arrogance.
Proud.
No.
Yeah. Okay, what else can we understand? Huh? Envy. What happened when envy is there?
Then
Hmm?
Cannot understand it. They cannot avoid this idea.
Hmm. And what happened when envy is there? Then how do we see others? When
Right.
others are,
yeah.
when somebody glorifies somebody and we envy them. So how do we see? Then we become Prakash in this result. If somebody says he's doing great, then we think. We externally say yes.
Yeah.
Internally we know we know how great he is. He is full of faults only. This is the nature of envy. What envy does is it eclipses all the others' good qualities and only present to us fault in others. And when we see fault in others, then comes quarrel, internal quarrel. And then the mind becomes disturbed. And when mind is disturbed, then we cannot chant properly. So, what is the cause for this? Like Prabhupada says, the problem will not come in ISKCON from outside. Problem will come in ISKCON from within. Yes, when devotees will quarrel among each other. And he said, who is playing the role here when devotees quarrel? Kali. And why Kali is playing the role? Why Kali is affecting us? Huh?
Yes.
Why she is very powerful on us? How can we reduce her influence? Of Vishnu? What else? That is Maya. They both are there. Kali will create quarrel, like finding fault with devotees or having negative thoughts or internal quarrel. This is Kali. Kali will break. And Maya will make us absorb into sense gratification and make us think we are this body and give us material desires. That's Maya's role. Kali's role, quarrel. I don't think so. Sorry, Mataji. There was no intention, but thank you. Yeah. So clear, Kali and Maya. So why Kali is so heavy on us? Where does Kali stay? Gold. How many of you wear gold? Everybody wears gold. बच के रहना पड़ेगा
For married woman, we have to wear them.
Yeah. One is gold, Kali resides. Whereas Kali resides.
Unclean. There is a Dharma has both mercy.
The where you all know this story, right? From first canto Bhagavatam, where Maharaj Parikshit said, get out. He said, I am under your shelter. You supposed to give me some place of residence. All right, then you say where gold is. Where then you stay where there is meat eating. Do we eat meat? So much meat we eat. I think the milk also has some oils, I heard. Cannot avoid it. Correct? In a way. पता नहीं क्या क्या होता है अमेरिका में तो कोई भरोसा ही नहीं है प्रभु जी या तो खाना ही छोड़ दो अमेरिका में देन gambling I don't know intoxication do we do any kind of intoxication what kind
All the medicines has got most of the medicines alcohol, right?
four चलो वहाँ Kali will not then Maya will come there Kali will not play a role Then illicit sex. Some thought comes, Kali will enter. There are many gross and subtle forms. Like anywhere these four principles are broken, you will start finding fault in people. Kali will enter. But we will not be able to understand. We will when we become envious, when we see fault in others, we will not be able to understand that actually Kali is taking a role on me. We will be convinced this person is wrong, this person is like this, he is good for nothing. But we will not be able to see, oh, Kali is entering. I should be careful.
Is
You
it?
have a question.
Yes, sir. Is it only with the devotees or is it with the others also? Lord?
Anywhere quarrel, fault finding, Kali is there.
No, when we say that, let's say somebody is doing really, wrong, and can we say that it is wrong or we shouldn't say that?
The thing is, we try to see good in others. Okay, somebody is doing wrong. For instance, remove that person from your life. Doesn't
Okay.
exist.
Yeah.
Then you will see they all contribute something. Yes, they all have their own values in our life, but we tend to neglect what they contribute. We tend to see only, like, there is this much good things they are doing. Spark of bad things. That's all we focus on.
Yeah, that's the one of the example I was just hearing. I think I don't remember one of the lecture again. The host, somebody has asked the disciple or the devotee, like the caller usually just, it will tour right quickly. And then he has told you after caller फट गया अगर पूरा शर्ट अच्छा है यहाँ पे देखिए पूरा कॉलर को ही क्यों देख रहा है उतना ही फटा so that's what I remember that.
So Kali will make us see that. See, the thing is, when Kali role is not there, then even now you all agree that among us also we all may know many faults of each other, but we don't like just focus on that. We develop relationship out of love and care. But when only that thing become focus, then we forget the whole relationship between. And Kali's role is there in the mind. She has put a seed there. And we have to see, okay, I have to be careful because I am under the influence of Kali. So how do we overcome the effect of Kali? Strictly. You have to be very strict in following principles. Otherwise, we'll become the instrument of Kali. We'll create problems if you're not following principles strictly. And another thing the way we can overcome Kali is Mahamantra. What does the verse says from Kali Santana Upanishad? Kali Kalmasha Nashana. All the Kalmash of Kali are destroyed. But we have to sincerely pray to Mahaprabhu. One good thing should come, like at least humility should come that we have fallen. At least we should realize our position that we are degraded souls. Next.
So how to overcome finding faults in them?
How to overcome. I think if you give the Kali, if you give the cause is Kali, you are almost half overcome. If you don't see, if you actually focus on the person and develop negativity for the person, then things are going to go bad. But if you see how Kali is entering in the relationship, we have to protect. If this relationship, if there is distance, then it's going to affect my own bhakti. And just Kali is doing her role. Then you don't give the person you don't held the person responsible. You held Kali responsible. Then you already overcome the fault actually. if you can see things as they are. Because see, the faults are everywhere. I mean, who doesn't have faults? Now, do you see fault in somebody? At least one person in your life that you see fault? Or everyone is perfect? Or you don't see fault, cannot see fault in anyone?
That's the other way.
Now,
That's the
think,
other way.
take 30 seconds and see the fault that you see in somebody. Think, just reflect. Does that fault exist in you? Just think about it.
What did you say?
Whatever fault you are seeing in others, just see, does that fault exist in you? Just don't speak 30 seconds and just think. See, whatever fault you see in anyone, just think, does it exist in you? Just contemplate. Take your time. Did you go through all the faults of all the people that you see throughout your last week? Anybody saw any fault in others that doesn't exist in you? Or did you see all the faults in others that is because of the fault that exists in you? You all agree? No. Everyone agree? If somebody doesn't agree, it'll take you some time to agree. But that's the fact. Saraswati Tagore cannot read all. Huh?
More 30 seconds.
Okay, more 30 seconds. Yeah. You want more time? No, just joking. Okay. Yeah. All the faults exist in us. That's why we see in others. Actually, when we hate somebody now, we are hating our own vikars. Our own bad qualities, we are hating others for. But this is not right. Why? Because why should you hate others for your problem? You should pray to Krishna to purify you, rather than you are hating others for your problem. This is not very intelligent. Does it make sense? पहले तो, like when devotees would find fault, I think who would say, one of the Goswamis, I don't remember, that I am full of such faults, so I don't have any rights to see fault in others. When I am honeycombed, he uses the, when I am honeycombed with faults, how can I see them in others? That's why we see pure devotees cannot see fault in others. Why they cannot see fault in others? Because their heart is pure. I think this last discussion.
Can you hear about this topic because he's lasting in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Is it okay to hear if somebody is lasting in the Lord?
Yeah, because we have faith in Lord. Na? So we know he is wrong. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we know, and we know he's going to be defeated also. And he will become pure also. And if we surrender Lord Chaitanya anyways, we know that he already surrendered. So in that way it's there. So what we have to do is we have to be very, very careful, because the mind is the root cause of all the problems. So one thing that we can learn to do is we can learn to curse ourselves. Another thing we should try to do is we should tolerate. We should not become, when we become agents of Kali is when we act. When we tolerate, then you are giving yourself some time to rectify your own faults. If you immediately act, then that's a problem. Then you just create disturbance in the society, devotee society. Okay, does that answer?
Usually, like we do, not really good, but I do find the faults in family members.
Speaking for all of us.
So usually that I do get that very frequently, that why are you trying to find spots, all these. That's my thought.
The only solution is we have to become pure, Mataji. We have to love Krishna. When we love Krishna, na, like Jagat, God, Krishna Babaji Maharaj would see everybody as pure devotee of Krishna. He would not come to Madhyamadikari plateau. He'll say Uttamadikari only. For preaching, you come to Madhyamadikari, right? He won't come. He would see everybody's pure devotee of Krishna. Actually, when we have anarthas, na, we see anartha, we see everybody is full of anarthas. We see Krishna is also full of anartha, Guru is also full of anartha, everybody is full of anarthas. I mean, technically we may defeat ourselves, but then still we will be bewildered. Our mind will be bewildered, our intellect will train us. But there is a very good chance we'll be bewildered by seeing other anarthas. When you cross anartha nivritti, when you have no anarthas, you cannot see anarthas in anyone. One of the way you can know that you have crossed anartha nivritti is you cannot see fault in others. Why? Because they are not there much in you, little bit. And when you have taste in Krishna, then you will think everybody has developed ruchi for Krishna. When you develop prema for Krishna, you will see everybody has prema for Krishna. Very good example is discussing in Bhagavatam class. Venugeet. The birds are just closing their eyes. The gopis are thinking, oh, they have great love for Krishna. The deers, the mountains, the rivers, the earth, trees are falling sad. They are thinking, oh, trees are crying out of love for Krishna. There are lotus flowers on the bank of Yamuna. Oh, Yamuna's hair is standing on and out of love for Krishna. So whatever they are seeing, they are thinking, oh, they have so much love for Krishna. I am the only one who doesn't have love for Krishna. We are so unfortunate. Everyone has love for Krishna. We don't get such thought by seeing any, they see grass and they think, oh, grass, our Mother Earth here standing on and they have so much love for Krishna. So we reflect our consciousness on others. Like our Guru Maharaj says, the whatever specs we wear, we see like that. So whatever is our consciousness, we see, whether it is fault, whether it is love. So only foolproof way is that we have to have love for Krishna, right?
Only in a professional life, our work starts with confidence. Bug finding,
Work finding.
defect finding.
Well, that is okay. As you can find fault in the program. You don't find fault in the program.
Not in the software. That's applying for everywhere. That's what I do think.
Yeah, very unfortunate souls. Having come to this material world, living in this age of Kali, what can we expect? Just we can try to be sincere. That's what we have to do. Patita Pavana Nama Kisra Lage. Why you have got that name? Give up that name. Either purify me or give up that name. That's what you are thinking. Why are you calling this name? Even you see, and we are helpless, right? You all agree? Anybody here who can help yourself? Completely helpless. Like we are like, hey Bhagwan, कुछ हो कोई hope ही नहीं हमारा. तो क्या है? We just have to beg for mercy. First, you try to get rid of your anarthas by yourself. When you cannot do that, then come and sing these songs and beg for mercy. First, if you think you can get it by yourself, try your best. You will come to realize what I have realized. Oh, this is impossible. This is the only hope. We have to pray. We have to beg for mercy. All right.
Oh, I think probably we should be. Yeah.
We read it now?
No.
Okay. Well.
Deshe Deshe Grame Grame Lunachan. Prakashananda Saraswati continued, I know that his name is Chaitanya and that he is accompanied by many sentimentalists. His followers dance with him and he tours from country to country and village to village.
So he's telling, yeah, I know him. Just pretender and he's showing off going every place.
यही तांडव देखे श्री ईश्वर हरि कहे, ऐसा मोहन विद्या ये देखे से मोहन. Whoever sees him accepts him as the supreme personality of Godhead, since he has some mystic power by which he hypnotizes people. Everyone who sees him becomes illusion.
This is what happens. How do you justify others' good quality when actually they have some good quality? You think that's not, that's just he has some mystic power or something. But otherwise, he's a bad person only. Just take that one thing and like you judge the entire character, entire life of the person. And then another thing mind does is that person may have done great things in the past for you. Everything goes away. You just remember one small chingari bolte hain na, spark of fault. Just opposite what Prabhupada would. You see a spark of good quality, we just fan it. We just see a spark of fault and we fan it. So you're like, this is his character only. You're like completely useless person. One day I was thinking, we cannot continue without devotee sangha, right? Yeah, like we will. गिर जाएंगे हम लोग 2 दिन में बिना भक्त संग के उनको ही नहीं छोड़ेंगे हम. Without devotees we cannot survive and them only will be. I'm like, how powerful is Kaliya? Great. He's doing a great job. We are failing dealing with her. We have to see where to become more strict with principles. Because according to scriptures, if we are free from 4 regulatory principles strictly, she should not come to us. He should not come to us. So we have to see और कैसे प्योरीफाई करें इसको जो अंदर है दिमाग को. How to get rid of the breaking of principles. Okay, who is supposed to just read it? Read it? Okay. And then Prabhupada also, people will criticize Prabhupada like that. Oh, Swami has empowered the mantra. That's why everybody brain is getting washed and they're following him. But that was Prabhupada's purity. Now nobody says because we lack that purity. But that time anybody receive mantra from Prabhupada, they will become mad. When Prabhupada would sing, they'll become mad. So everybody would think, this is just like envious people. Likewise, Mahaprabhu is giving pure love to everyone. They are thinking he is just hypnotizing. But now we realize because we don't have it, what is the value of that? Okay, yes. वो भी पागल हो गए. बड़े पढ़े लिखे थे उनका संग लेके वो भी पागल हो गए. सब भट्टाचार्य. Yes. Continue. उनको बोले उनके चक्कर में मत पड़ो. बड़े बड़े लोग को पागल कर दिया उसने. प्रिटेंड करते हैं वो. मतलब तिनक भी आप गुड क्वालिटी नहीं देख सकते जितने महाप्रभु. Cannot see even a speck of good quality in him.
Actually, he's the first class magician. In many things, his sentimentalism cannot be very much in the market. They have been partial.
यहाँ दाल निकलेगी इनकी. करने दो जो करना होता है. हम लोग तो
Do not go to see Chaitanya. Just continue hearing Vedanta. If you associate with upstarts, you will be lost in this world and in the next.
कृष्णा बन गए वो. कृष्णा बोलते हैं ना कि you will be lost in this world, this next. वो भी कृष्णा बन गए. If you associate with Chaitanya, you will be lost in this world, in the next also.
The word achieving the karma
Uchrinkala.
meaning whimsical is significant in this verse. In the Bhagavad Gita 16:23, Lord Krishna himself says, if one acts whimsically and does not follow the Shastric principles, he will never attain perfection, happiness or the spiritual.
तो भगवत गीता को वो ऐसे प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं कि वो भगवत गीता समझ गए. And using Bhagavad Gita to make them go against Krishna. You understood? He thinking that I'm very shastric.
Yeah.
We have to follow the Vedic principles. Don't be whimsical. So what I am doing is you should do what I am doing because I am perfect follower of Bhagavad Gita. Don't be whimsical and associate with Chaitanya. Otherwise, you will be lost in this life and next life. See how false ego works. You understand, right? Great example of false ego.
Brahmana heard Prakashananda Saraswati speak like this about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He became very much grief-stricken. Chanting the holy name of Krishna, he immediately
शुद्ध बन गए वो
Yeah.
कृष्णा कृष्णा करके निकल गए ग्रेट
Prabhura Darshane Shuddha Mana Chetanda Mana Prabhu Age Dukhi Hana Kahi Vivarana. The mind of the Brahmana was already purified by his seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He therefore went to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and described what had taken place before the Mayavadi sannyasi.
What will you do if somebody comes and says he is telling that you are sentimental, you're only a magician, you are what else he said? Huh? You are hypnotizing others. What else? उनकी दाल यहाँ नहीं गलेगी.
Yeah.
Is of no much use. And if you follow him, you will be lost in this life and the next also. So don't associate with him. So somebody says about you, don't associate with this devotee. Associate with him, you'll be destroyed in this life and next life. What will you do?
It depends on like this telling our closest person who is.
अरे closest भक्त बना दिया हमको, शुद्ध भक्त बन चुके हैं वो.
Then we don't listen to him. Whatever is.
सोनी महाप्रभु तबे ईशतः शीला पुनरापि सही विप्रा प्रभुरा पुछिला. Hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mildly smiled. The Brahmana then spoke again to the Lord. Mahaprabhu smiled किए. But अभी आप देखो महाप्रभु का कृपा प्रभु, इसलिए वो महावदनीय आया. Yes.
The Brahmana said, as soon as I uttered your name before him, he immediately confirmed me the fact that he knew your name.
While finding the fault with you, he uttered your name 3 times, saying, Chaitanya, Chaitanya, Chaitanya. Because he uttered your name in the contempt, I was very much aggrieved.
Why could Prakashananda not utter the names of Krishna and Hari? He chanted the name Chaitanya thrice. As far as I am concerned, simply by seeing you, I am moved to chant the holy names Krishna and Hari.
आपका बुक देख के मुझसे कृष्ण कृष्ण निकलता. हमने 3 बार जप किया तो भी मुझको फायदा नहीं हुआ. ऐसा क्यों? इंटेलिजेंट क्वेश्चन.
यदि कहे मायावादी कृष्ण अपराधी, ब्रह्मा आत्मा चैतन्य कहो निरवादी. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, the Mayavadi impersons are great offenders unto Lord Krishna. Therefore, they simply utter the words Brahman, Atma, and Chaitanya.
So Chaitanya is consciousness, like supreme consciousness. Brahman is Chaitanya. That's why he took it from that perspective. Yeah, Chaitanya. But he is an offender. So what happened when we offend? Then we cannot get taste in the holy name. So because he's an offender, Mahaprabhu said that's why he could not chant the name of Krishna. To chant the name of Krishna, he doesn't have adhikar to chant the name of Krishna. Something like that. Mahaprabhu kahe Mayavadi Krishna aparadi. Brahma Atma Chaitanya kahe Niravadi. These 3 names they can chant. But because they're aparadis, they cannot chant the name of Krishna.
The Lord's holy name, his form, and his personalities are all one and the same. there is no difference between them, since all of them are absolute. They are incidental to this. One may be known Mr. John, but if it was all for Mr. John may never actually appear. However, if you utter the holy name Krishna, Krishna is immediately present on our tongue. In the Padma Purana, Krishna says, Madhvakaya Gayanti Tatra Narada. O Narada, I am present wherever my devotees are.
So what do you understand from this? From? Name are not different from Krishna. There is one more aspect here. Huh? There is now is not different from two things. What are those two things? What is the difference between them? Personality characteristics. Okay. Vigraha also means deities. If you see, he says Nama Vigraha Sarup, Tina Ekaru. There one only. Nam Vigraha. And Tina Ved Nahi, Tina Chidananda Roop. There is no difference. Chidananda means they are all blissful, full of knowledge. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am present where my devotees are chanting. In other words, where his name are chanted, he is there. Means he's and his name are not there. Okay, thank you. Okay, who is supposed to read next?
The beginning of Krishna, his body and his action cannot be understood by the blank material senses. They are manifested independently.
What does this mean? Cannot understand it. Clear? Some are still looking intently at the screen. They're like unblinking, trying to grasp full nectar from this world.
It means the material things are purified or can understand. Since the medium is positive, but only the purification of it.
Medium is not senses, Mataji. I mean, yes, when senses are pure, it's easy. But the medium is revelation in the heart only. Like when you chant, like your eyes may never be able to see. But in your heart, you will be convinced, oh, Krishna is there. But when senses are engaged in the service of the Lord, then we can realize the Lord through spiritual senses. Good. What do you have a question? Okay, your expressions and your don't match. I like that.
O Lord, persons who are entangled by undeniable eagerness for the temporary body and kinsmen, and who are bound by thoughts of mind and eye, are unable to see your lotus feet. Although your lotus feet are situated within their own body, but let us take shelter of your lotus feet.
Actually, this is not from Chaitanya Charitamrita. This I put it myself. Because this is the verses we were discussing today morning in Bhagavatam class. So this is from 3rd canto, 5th chapter. This is the chapter where the demigods are praying to Vishnu to give them the empowerment to control the Panchabhutas. It's a very technical chapter actually. There, it's Mahatattva is a medium between spirit and matter, and then from there, by the glance of the Lord, comes false ego in ignorance, false ego in goodness creates mind, false ego in passion creates senses, and false ego in goodness create demigods, and false ego in ignorance creates sky, then mixed with the glance of the Lord and the material energy and the time factor from sky comes. Sky sound एक ही है. From sky comes. पहले पहले air बनता है. Then air mixed with the glance of the Lord, with the eternal time and the material element forms. Taste is added. Then water mixed with the glance of the Lord, material element time factor forms. नहीं वाटर से पहले है तो क्यों वर्ड बजा रहे हो आएगा वर्ड तो फायर फॉर्म आता है फॉर्म के बाद टेस्ट आता है and then smell is added, then what is formed, earth element is formed. So after everything is created, the demigods are already created in mode of goodness by false ego in mode of goodness. So there is Agni Dev, Vayu Dev, Indra Dev, they are all there, but they have no power to control earth, water, fire, air, ether. But Lord told them, you control these elements. I am creating these elements, but you take the charge of these elements. So they are praying, my Lord, how do we take charge of these elements? So then they offer prayers to get the empowerment to take charge of those elements. Because just like Brahma was given the function to procreate, like the tapasya, then he could not do, he created Rudra, duk jao yaar aap log. Kaise create kare samajh hi nahi aa raha. So later on, then he was humbled, Manu came and then he helped Brahma to create. So they are given the charge, but they are helpless to take charge because everything is controlled by demigods. But the demigods also are helpless to control the material elements. So then the demigods are praying to Krishna to give us your mercy. Then they are actually remembering the lotus feet of Krishna. So that Krishna can give them empowerment so they can create material elements. And they are telling anybody who takes shelter of lotus feet will be empowered to do whatever they want to do. What does Prabhupada say? How to control the mind? Yeah, focus on lotus feet of Krishna. So who cannot focus on lotus feet of Krishna? Yeah, with those senses we cannot, but who cannot? Can you, okay, think about it. When you chant, can you focus on lotus feet of Krishna? Anybody here who can focus on lotus feet of Krishna? अभी नहीं कोई तो शीशा माता no, what's your Sukumari Devi, right? Sukumari Radha Devi. Anybody else can focus on lotus feet of Krishna? Sometimes so,
For the moment we can just mantra.
but we cannot hold on lotus
Hold
feet
it,
of
yeah.
Krishna, right? So that's what the demigods are saying, that who are bound by the thoughts of mind and I are unable to see your lotus feet. So I liked it because we hear every time that we should focus on lotus feet of Krishna, but it's not easy. It requires adhikar to focus on lotus feet of Krishna. Nish Guru. I know. Okay.
Although your lotus feet are situated within their own bodies, how
The Lord is in our heart now. The lotus feet of the Lord is also within the heart, but still we cannot focus because of false ego. Our absorption in I and mind, our attachments to this word. So lotus feet does not reveal. But what Prabhupada would do, what Prabhupada would say, whenever I chant, I massage the feet of Krishna. But we may try, tomorrow we'll start 4 or 5 mantras, we'll start and mind will go here and there. We cannot do what Prabhupada does, right? Because Prabhupada is free from the conception of I and mind and any attachment. So he can completely hold on to lotus feet of Krishna forever. And Prabhupada says, where is the problem with the mind? Just meditate on lotus feet of Krishna and mind will not disturb you. But for a minute, just do this. But when demigods are saying, no, you cannot do it, then I was connecting. I go, oh, that makes sense. And that's I can do it. Clear? There is one more verse from the verse, 2 verse after that. Can someone, who is next? Yeah.
Persons who, because of their serious attitude, attain the stage of enlightened devotional service, achieve the complete meaning of renunciation and knowledge, and attain the light in the spiritual sky, simply by using the method of the
Very nice prayers. Like a demigods also offer very nice prayers. So what are they saying?
Serious of people, because of that they obtain devotions.
How?
Meaning, demonstration and knowledge.
How they do it?
devotion.
Simply by drinking the nectar of your topics. Oh, demigods, all glories to you. They're like simply by hearing about Krishna, and with their serious attitude, they become enlightened in bhakti, and they can develop the qualities of full understanding of enunciation and knowledge, and they can go to spiritual world simply by drinking the nectar of the topics. Great. लोटस फील पे मेडिटेट कर रहे हैं, भगवान की कथा सुनते हैं. मैंने कहा दे शुड बी रेस्पेक्टेड. ग्रेट राइट. इतने सुंदर प्रेयर बोल रहे हैं वो,
As a devotee, we should be respected.
इतने सुंदर प्रेयर बोल रहे हैं भगवान को. So they are like, oh, this is great. their prayers are great. Many times now when I'm reading this again now, I don't remember these prayers of demigod did not register when I first time read it. You all read third canto, right? You remember this?
Don't even remember that.
Remember demigods offered prayers also. Asking for, that's how Bhagavatam is so deep, right? Every time what we do in our Bhagavatam classes, we read a whole chapter in one day.
One day.
And just one purport, important purport. So we are focusing on the whole flow. This is what Kalakanda Prabhu has mentioned because, he just brought it up. So all Krishna house follows that. So I'm just following that. But we don't do whole chapter because it's too fast. So we read like 20 verses. So these verses, prayers of demigods we were reading, and they are like very, very nice to hear. Sometimes you go back.
Most of the prayers do.
नहीं आपको ना देखो, अगर आप पहली बार पढ़ोगे ये प्रेयर तो ऊपर से जाएगा, क्योंकि क्या है, हम इतने कंडीशन है ना, हम सुनते हैं बड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स लगता है हमें ये जीवन. हमें लगता है ओह व्हाट आर दे टेलिंग.
As soon as prayer comes, it becomes too tough.
So what we do is, whoever is giving class, if they read a verse, I said okay, wait, contemplate. Otherwise we just पता ही नहीं चलता क्या पढ़ रहे हैं, क्या purport में बोला. All that matters is how many verses in this chapter and how many pages to go.
Yeah.
And then our happiness comes by completing the chapter. एक और उसमें क्या चल रहा है वो तो छोड़ो यार, कोई बात नहीं. गोल ही स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ही हमारा गोल ही गलत है ब्रो.
Purports become more complex for such prayers. 2-3 pages purport will be there.
Whole prayer goes away. We don't even remember one single thing that they prayed, or maybe one line we remember in the entire prayer. Yeah, they prayed, "You are the supreme personality of Godhead." Yeah, this is the only thing I remember. That's what they prayed. But very beautiful prayer. So I just thought of putting those two. Okay, who is supposed to read? Yes.
Krishna Nama Krishna Guna Krishna Leela Vrinda Krishnira Swarupa Sama Sabachid Ananda. Krishna's holy name, transcendental qualities and transcendental pastimes are all equal to Lord Krishna himself. They are all spiritual and full of bliss.
Yes, bro.
अतः श्री कृष्ण नामादि न भवेत् ग्राह्यम् इन्द्रिये सेवन्मुखे जिह्वार स्वयमेव स्फुरत्कृतम्. Therefore, material senses cannot appreciate Krishna's holy name, form, qualities, and pastimes. When a conditioned soul is awakened to Krishna consciousness and renders service by using his tongue to chant the Lord's holy name and taste the remnants of the Lord's food, the tongue is purified, and one gradually comes to understand who Krishna is.
This is clear. You all have heard this verse many times, right? Huh? Can we go ahead? Are you all clear on this verse? Yes.
In the middle of Lord Krishna's pastime, which are full of bliss, and attract the jnani from the pleasure of Brahman, realization and conquer him.
So what does it mean?
Krishna's name, it attracts even for the Danny or whoever is there and that matter. It's
Krishna's Naam, specifically here. Naam also, but what it says, Krishna's.
past tense also. Yeah.
And what is the example?
The
Who was
Uh,
Sukadev Goswami? वो क्या कर रहे थे ना, वो जा रहे थे, ब्राह्मण रियलाइज थे, तो two brahmanas were reciting Bhagavatam. So he heard and he was attracted. So Mahaprabhu is telling this. So we read. Yes.
Let me offer my respectful obeisances to my spiritual master, the son of the Vasudeva, Sukadeva Goswami. It is he who depicts all inauspicious things within this universe. Although in the beginning he was absorbed in the happiness of Brahman realization and was living in his secluded place, giving up all other types of consciousness, he became attracted by the most melodious pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna. He therefore mercifully spoke the supreme Purana, known as Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the bright light of absolute truth and which describes the activities of the Lord. Krishna.
So who will explain this? आप लोगों से ऐसा होता है कि आप पढ़ रहे हो तो आपका माइंड छोड़ो जाने दो, उनको पढ़ने तो बाद में देख लेंगे क्या मतलब है. हाँ, Sutta Goswami. He is glorifying his guru. And who is his guru?
Yeah.
So,
Mataji, when Sukadeva Goswami spoke to Maharaj Parikshit, Sutta Goswami was the audience. So he is glorifying his guru. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, the son of Vyasadeva, Sukadeva Goswami. It is he who defeats all unauspicious things within the universe. Although in the beginning he was absorbed in the happiness of Brahman realization and was living in a secluded place, giving up all other types of consciousness, he became attracted by the most melodious pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna. He therefore mercifully spoke the supreme Purana known as Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a bright light of absolute truth and which describes the activities of Lord Krishna. This is like Bhagavatam has ended. So he is giving his purport, like second last chapter of Bhagavatam. So he's telling, I have spoken, let me glorify him. The glories of. So even if a Jnani hears about Krishna's pastimes, they will be attracted.
Kumara also, they were jnanis and they attracted.
Wow, Mataji, great.
Apart from the pastimes of Lord Krishna, when tulsi leaves are offered the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, even the aroma of the leaves across the mountains of sun releases also.
Comes next.
When the breeze flowering garden of philosophies in the saffron and the spirit of the lotus albums entered through the nostrils into the hearts of those ladies, the Kumaras. They experienced a change in both body and even though they were attached to the impersonal Brahman understanding.
Continue.
Due to their jealousy, Jaya and Vijaya would not allow the Kumaras entry, and consequently, the Kumaras became angry and forced Jaya and Vijaya, condemning them to take birth in the family of Asuras.
So what is this? Where are we now? I know रात भी अंधेरा हो गया है, प्रसाद hunger भी आ गया है. And just two more and then this section is over. I'm trying to finish this section. महाप्रभु को मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि यहाँ से निकाले. So next week he will reach Vrindavan. Yeah. We are excited, right, for him to reach Vrindavan. Okay. Yeah. No, whoever want to say something on this. You had something to say? Okay, not good. Reflection on this. Yeah, this is why I put this slide here. Actually, aparad can bring jealousy. Aparad can bring all the anarthas. Anarthas arising from bhakti and anarthas arising from past karma. Karma will go away, from bhakti will go forever. And what aparad did? हाँ, लक्ष्मी देवी. तो इसलिए वो 4 कुमारस बड़े इनोसेंट थे. वो आए. जैन वो भगवान से मिलना चाहते हैं. Jane Vijay said, you guys are not qualified. How can you meet? So Prabhupada said, that is envy. Interesting, right? I will not let you meet. You guys are not qualified to see the Lord. So because the Lord wanted them to get a punishment. So the Lord used 4 Kumaras, and the Lord, because of their offense, their intelligence was hampered. So out of jealousy, they spoke.
They were gatekeepers.
They were gatekeepers.
Then they were performing their duty. What is their duty?
They are pure devotees, and they stopped them to see the Lord.
They stop wrong to that.
Plus, Jain Vijay, it is said, nobody needs to guard in Vaikuntha Lokas because nobody can go there. Only pure devotees only can go there. They are standing there just because they need some service. It is said, Lakshmi Devi, there is no dust, but she needs some service, so she wipes. So everybody does service just for the sake of getting engaged. They don't have to stop anybody actually. No asuras can reach there. But they became jealous of 4 Kumaras. Who are you guys? So they said, you are gatekeepers of Vaikuntha and you are not, because of your envy in your heart, you are not qualified to stay here. So you go down. We are ending. I got the sound. Clear?
So they was usually because tomorrow
Yeah, actually, just the intelligence was covered. When intelligence is covered, we cannot discriminate. Does it happen to you? When Maya covers you, you cannot see right and wrong, and you are very much influenced by wrong desires, wrong thoughts. When Maya covers you, you cannot discriminate. You all see this? No. I am the only culprit. I am the only victim of Maya. Are you all my friends also?
We'll see it very close.
I have been captured. Like innocent offenses will take away your intelligence to discriminate. And then to become very strong. So they cannot think beyond. This actually, for us, Kali and offenses and Maya, they are all like stopping us. Very difficult actually.
Vaikuntha also modes of material nature is there.
No, modes are not there. But they are, this is like just aparad reaction. But no modes.
How can we make up? It's like Vaikuntha.
Yeah, Prabhupada says free will is there. The Prabhupada says why we
Induced, not really because of their fault.
No, Jai Vijay made a mistake by stopping Lakshmi to meet Narayan. So Lakshmi Devi didn't like it. Lakshmi Devi, Radharani's expansion.
Yeah.
और ये भागता है, रोक दिया उनको, तो उनको रिएक्शन मिला उस चीज का.
But when soul becomes pure, so that time jealousy cannot be of cannot control.
Yeah, through offenses, the intelligence will be taken away, and then we can make mistakes, misuse of free will.
So these doesn't come in the karma. They are not getting the reaction of the karma.
Reaction of aparad. And once they come down, then again they are covered. Huh? They are fully covered. Okay. I think this is all we will discuss today. So what are the two examples we saw? Yeah, if you hear about Krishna's pastime, even if you're Gani, you will be attracted. So I mean, this is very interesting. The flow, he's telling they chanted Chaitanya. Why they did not chant Krishna's name? He said because they're aparadhis, they could not chant Krishna's name. But even Gyanis, when they hear Krishna's pastime, they'll be attracted, like Sukadev Goswami, or even if they were to speak about pastimes, if they just smell the Tulsi leaf, they'll be attracted to Krishna. The last one. And then this example came. Apart from the pastimes of the Lord, when Tulsi leaves are offered at the lotus feet of Krishna, even the aroma of Tulsi attract the mind of self-realized persons. But then it is also said further that but they were not really offenders. Either the four Kumar, they were just Gyanis. Sukadev Goswami, they did not offend. So they could get the mercy of the Lord. But he is a Gyani, but he offended also. So for him, no scope. But then Mahaprabhu shows his mercy. All right. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavane Prabhu Vaishnavabhyo namo namah. सुनील प्रभु को बोलते हैं नसिंग आती है. He hasn't sang, I think, forever here. Like that. Lakshmi Shundri Devi and Vamsi Vilas Prabhu, we can end the Zoom call now. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.